The path is long.
A thousand columns reach into the stars above, steps by which giants may climb to the heavens. With what patient hands nature shapes the stone, unseen, but for when their labor aligns with the ken of mankind. Your eyes rise to the sable sea of stars. There, an arrow of smokeless flame streaks to the earth below, growing bright enough to paint the dunes red. It crashes into the desert in a splash of flame and black sand. The light fades, but is not extinguished. Rising, it sails over the dunes towards you. Scramble up the cliff to the lower ledges, where strange silhouettes stand with bent arms. Turn to face the flames. The fire dives and crests over the waves of sand, closing the divide and appearing with unearthly speed.
I wield a menagerie of elements. A considerable relic.
Leave the ring. Despite falling from the sky, you sense its origins are not celestial.
This is treasure. Astounding. I can sense the history in this artifact. A considerable relic. I can sense the history in this is treasure.
Leave the...
There are secrets which even I do not know, but not many.
The figures on the lower ledges scatter at the sight of your victory over the fallen star. You begin your ascent. A veil of pale light is drawn over the stars, so they may carry on their celestial affairs behind the privacy of the sun. A tumbling rock calls your attention to a beast of hoof and horns standing soundly on sheer stone. With great confidence, it leaps, knocking you to the ledge below.
I have seen your end. The sand holds many secrets. Prepare yourself. Ancients, lend me your power. The stars are in alignment.
The cap. Let the wind play the horn. You're satisfied enough to collect your breath. The Capra falls to the earth like a common stone, losing a horn to a rugged white root as it clatters to the sand below. Claim the horn for your collection.
Wisdom is its own reward.
A clamour of caws and cackles wavers on the breeze as a fuss of black feathers flaps in from the sun.
I wield a menagerie of elements. Let's dig a little deeper.
The briskness of morning flees on the wind, leaving the stagnant heat of the day. The stone warms and will soon grow hot. You race the rising sun into the sky. By midday, your hands smell of roasted meat. In your haste for shade, you find the merchant waiting in the shallows of a cave.
Quite the climb. Dropped my potions on the way up. But worry not. Even this high, my prices remain low.
Acceptable.
The heat and brightness of the day outside makes the darkness of the cave look inviting. Remain at the entrance of the cave until the sun passes and the stone cools. The heat and the darkness is impenetrable to your sun-drenched eyes. You stumble, groping at imagined shapes, until soft curves emerge from the black curtain. Through a tangled tunnel lies a chamber suffused in a bronze light. Roots curl along the ground and collect at its center, where something unsettling sits beneath the light source. A sloth suckles on the tip of a root in a way repugnant to the full spectrum of sensibilities. It pulls the tumescence from its mouth with a drooling floop and regards you as a possible side dish.
Prepare yourself. I seek truth. The stars are in alignment. I make my own refuge. I know where to dig. My power is ancient. The sand holds many secrets. I have seen your end. I seek truth. Astounding.
Sap threads through glowing veins and gathers at the tip of a coiled root, glistening with the promise of refreshment.
A moment to convalesce.
Noon passes, and the sun sets its glare on the other side of the spire. The dark stone is slow to cool, but you're eager to climb. Truth must await on the summit, for one false step would be fatal. Two eyes rise from the separate stalks of stone above, and heavy rocks rain down around the ledge below.
My power is ancient. Insufficient cards. Insufficient resources. I wield a menagerie of elements. I make my own refuge. I make my own refuge. My lion's roar! Let's dig a little deeper. I cannot use that right now. Prepare yourself. Flames of the lion! I know where to dig.
With the heavens so near, even a whispered prayer might be heard. You wish for nothing more than the strength to come closer yet. A few shallow breaths after such a steep fight. With the
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
clarity grows distant as the air thins. The heat on the horizon turns shapes to water, and the mass of a mountain drips into the sky, flying on wings of wavering shadow.
My power is ancient.
The sun gives way to stars as you climb beyond the realm of clouds, where white roots reach from the rock to offer you a hand into the heavens. The following dawn, you arrive at the pinnacle, and there, in a graceful dome of glass and ivory, sits a sylphid in white robes before a white tree, no taller than her seated form. Her eyes are as windows to the blue sky beyond. They watch without blinking as you approach. She plucks the button of a mushroom growing beside the tree and begins to chew it. Her ruby lips press into a pout and gently blow. Fragrant breath strokes your cheek, and you are blown off the cliff. Your mind enters a free fall through feverish visions. A man with stars for skin sits in the shade of a large old tree, catching apples as they fall. And having had his fill of fruit, he gives them freely to famished wanderers, one and all. But word travels, and a single fruit does not sate for long. And soon a line coils around the hill of the old tree. The hungry won't settle for song. And in the shadow, the man smiles. A meal made easy is no charity. It does not last. It is a shackle locked by life's own will. How eagerly it is taken to wrist. If only it can be steadfast. Power is the fallen apple, acquired easily. It substitutes one's ability to climb. Its absence leaves one weaker than when accepted, and its presence only makes one hunger for more. It is a gift given which takes everything. With those words echoing in your mind, your vision races over the horizon to a shimmering city by the sea. At its port is a ship flying a silver sail from a black mast. Further still, over the ocean, your sight soars to the shores of a shrouded isle. You linger, watching the heavy mist crown a rim of mountains, veiling what lies beyond. Suddenly, you're wrenched backwards, streaking over water and land to rejoin your body as it's softly set upon the sand. Only now, reawakening at the feet of Titansladder, do you come to miss the shrouded isle as home.
Sands move slowly.
In an oasis, where they say the sun sleeps with the dunes at night, weeps the blushing branches of a willow. Brass bangles meant as shackles, worn as baubles, glimmer softly beneath a silver crescent, a faint echo of the beauty they once adorned.